My name is Jon Carney. I'm the president of the Special Operations Warrior Foundation. It's a foundation that's been in existence since 1980, when we went to attempt the rescue of the hostages in Iran. And we had a tragic accident, leaving 8 of our special operators in an explosion of the aircraft, and they left behind 17 children. And the members involved with that raid actually decided to pass the hat and collect some money to put the children through college. So that was 17 children then, and if you were to look around the wall here, the Special Operations Memorial Wall, this represents 747 odd losses, members that perished while assigned to Special Operations, and they left behind some 866 children. So this wall is very dear to us. We can look on here and see some of the names, and some of them actually I was with during when they were lost in Iran, and also in Grenada when 4 SEALs were drowned. Their dads, their names are up here, and it's there because we don't ever want to forget them. And our commitment has been to the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines that are on this wall, not to the children or to the spouse, but to these men right here, that after your loss, we'll see to it that your children get a 4-year post-secondary education, wherever they want to go to school. We'll pay for the room, book, board, tuition expenses. All they have to do is study. And I think it's important to note that that commitment we've made is to these men who are here on this wall. And in so, we make sure that we stay in contact with these families from the very beginning of their loss. We stay in contact with them through pen and pencil sets, Christmas cards, birthday cards, anything we can do to keep in touch with them. And I always tell them, you know, well, you're expected to go to college. You're expected to become a model citizen. That's what we told your father we would help you do. And I'm proud to say that whenever we get them in college, which is well above the national average, in other words, those that are eligible to go to college, we're way into 70%, 78% that actually take advantage of it. And once they're in college, 98% of them graduate. So it's kind of their dad looking down on them and the Warrior Foundation pushing them, if you will. And so often when we come out here and look around this wall, we can now just see the children's face because we've been associated with them for, in some cases, 20 years. Being involved with it since 1980 and watching the loss of those men and knowing there were 17 children, that's something that sticks to you, you know, through a lifetime. Just like when I went into Grenada and we lost 4 SEALs, and I know those children. I mean, that just, it's hard to walk, you can't walk away from something like that. So it just matters what degree you're involved with this association, with the foundation. In my particular case, I was always involved with it since 1980, but I was on the board of directors back in the early 90s, and I felt like there were children coming in and we weren't bringing any money. They went 3 and 4 years with there was no money being raised. And I was a little bit outspoken about that, and as a reward, they said, all right, you said it's broke, now fix it. So here I am 13 years later. And at that time, I think we had $800,000 in the bank, and today we're halfway to our goal of $76 million. We're about $44 million in the bank right now. What makes us different is, and this is the word, we're aggressive. We don't wait for that child that happens to be a toddler. Some of the women are pregnant at the time when they lose their husband. Well, we can't wait 18 years to show up at their door. But the fact of the matter is we're aggressive in the sense that we keep in contact with that family. Because as I told you earlier, our obligation is to this fellow right here. Right here. We obligated ourselves to him. So if we were to just lose track of that child and he goes off and didn't take advantage of a, you know, shame on us. So what differentiates us is that we are aggressive in seeking the family out and staying in contact with them and making them understand it's important that they get a post-secondary education. And that differentiates us. Other scholars, well, they just have to apply for it. They don't have to apply for anything. We'll come get you. I'll drive you to school if I have to.